There's a wild force running through your blood, a fierce loyalty that protects those you love. Today, you're going to discover if the wolf not the pack which awakens within you. Welcome, noble Templar travelers. I will show you an ancient force that may be dormant within your soul, the strength of your most authentic nature. She doesn't need to shout to be heard, her presence says it all. The wolf witch carries a silent strength that others instinctively feel, method and energy that protects, leads, and never abandons her own. Maybe since childhood you were the defender of the weak, the one who couldn't tolerate injustice, who stood between the bully and their victim without thinking twice, who cried with rage when you saw someone being mistreated. And today, you're still that person, aren't you? The one friends seek out when they need protection, not necessarily physical, but emotional. Who feels an ancestral fury when someone you love gets hurt. The wolf witch lives for deep bonds. She'd rather have a few true friends than many shallow acquaintances, and when you're chosen by her, you have a guardian for life. But there's another side, the solitary side. Because the wolf witch also knows when she needs to retreat, when she needs to run alone through the forest of her own soul to reconnect with her wild essence. Have you ever stopped to notice how people behave differently when you're around? How they feel safer, more protected, even without you doing anything specific? The wolf witch has this natural protective aura. You're probably that person others call at 3 a.m. when they're in crisis, not because you offered to be, but because they know you'll be there. And you have this unique ability to read people, especially their intentions. You can sense when someone isn't trustworthy before they even open their mouth. Your instincts about people are rarely wrong, right? You don't fear solitude, in fact, you need it. You need those moments to process everything you've absorbed from others, to reconnect with your inner strength. It's when you walk alone that your best decisions emerge. And there's something about your anger, it's not explosive like others, it's deep, controlled, powerful. When someone crosses the line with you or someone you love, your response is surgical, definitive. You don't forget betrayals easily. Have you noticed how you feel more powerful at night, how the full moon energizes you in a way you can't explain, like the darkness awakens something primitive and true in you? And there's more, you lead naturally, but not in an authoritarian way. People follow you because they trust you, because they know you'd never lead them into danger. Your leadership comes from the heart, from loyalty, from fierce love for your pack. Now, close your eyes, and come with me to an ancient forest. You're running barefoot through the dark woods, but you feel no fear. Your feet know every root, every stone. The full moon lights your path as if it were meant especially for you. Then you hear a howl that echoes in your chest. You stop and respond, and your voice comes out stronger than expected. Suddenly, you're no longer alone. A wolf emerges from the shadows, its eyes meet yours, and you see an ancient wisdom in them. It approaches without fear, and you feel a connection that goes beyond words, as if it were a part of you that was lost. The wolf shows you visions, moments from your life when you protected someone. When your loyalty was tested and you didn't waver, when you trusted your instincts and they saved you. You feel an ancestral force awakening. The wolf whispers something that resonates in your soul. You were never alone. Your pack will find you. Breathe deeply and return, bringing this wild strength with you. If during this journey, something in you roared, "Yes, that's me," you carry the blood of ancestral warriors. In Norse mythology, Fenrir represented indomitable strength, the kind of power that even the gods themselves couldn't completely control. Maybe you carry that same indestructible essence. For many native tribes, the wolf was the teacher, the guide who taught about loyalty, family, and survival. If you've always been the natural teacher of your group, this might be your spiritual heritage. And the Roman she-wolf, who saved the founders of a civilization, she represents the fierce mother, the protector who nurtures and defends at the same time. Do you recognize yourself in that primitive maternal force? It's no coincidence that the wolf called to you today. This energy chose you long before you were born. If the wolf has awakened in you, here's how to honor this ancestral energy. Create an altar with moonstones. Selenite, moonstone, labradorite. They'll amplify your connection to lunar cycles and your wild intuition. Set aside time to be alone in nature. especially during the full moon. That's when your lupine strength is at its peak. Walk, meditate, or simply feel the earth's energy. Use amethyst to balance your emotional intensity, and hematite to stay grounded when your protective energy is running too high. And remember, your instincts are your greatest power. Trust that first. Know when something doesn't feel right. Trust that inner voice that tells you to protect someone. It's never steered you wrong before. The wolf witch isn't something you need to become, it's your truest nature. Maybe today you simply recognized the fierce guardian who's always lived within you. In the comments, tell me. You recognize the she-wolf in you? For now, trust your instincts, protect those you love, and never be afraid of your own strength. Next week, we will unveil the archetype of the Black Cat Witch. Prepare to awaken the intuition, the cunning, and the silent magic that may be dormant within your own soul. See you on the next journey. Bye.